Popping up on your schedule, one that you didn't even sign up for. Would you rather be playing video games than going to class? We have a club for you. And no class on Monday meant we all got a chance to honor Dr. Martin Luther King. Hello and welcome to QUTV News This Week. I'm Alexa Lowe.
And I'm Taylor King. On Monday, a Quincy church hosted the city's 34th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration.
The celebration took place at First Baptist Church at the corner of 8th and Elm. QTV's Shane Holsey gives us a look at this special event.
Things are moving fast.
Monday was a day of remembrance.
Such a man as Martin Luther King was born.
A day to inspire change.
It's time for us to reach across the aisle and to begin to really engage in one another in real conversation. And let me tell you this, those of you that look like me, it's time when the other side is reaching, it's time for us to learn how to reach back.
And a day to celebrate one of the great trailblazers in American history.
Martin Luther King brought out some very good points about people's content, people's character, what they're qualified to do, what they're able to do. Loving one another, getting along, treating people equally because we are all made in the image and likeness of God, and therefore we all have value.
QU Black Student Union leaders were invited to join in the celebration. BSU Vice President C.J. Cunningham says there is no time like the present to make a difference.
We just don't have time. It's time to step up. It's time to speak up. It's time to start making changes. It's time to start providing community for each other, because if we wait, it won't come.
First Baptist Church and Bethel AME Church alternate hosting the celebration every year. Next year, the celebration will take place at Bethel. It will return to First Baptist Church in 2022. If you get good grades, you will be the guest of honor in Pepsi Arena. Any student with a 3.0 or better will be honored during the February 6th men's basketball game. Depending on your GPA, you'll be honored either as a coach, athletic director, or president honor roll member. You'll also have a chance to celebrate your hard work in the Hall of Fame room right after the halftime ceremony. Your ID card gets you into the game for free.
You may have noticed a class in your schedule that you did not sign up for. It's called a Bonaventure Program Portfolio class, and it's a requirement to graduate.
That means everyone will take a class at some point their QU career.
I talked with Dr. Barbara Rowland about what to expect when you see this class pop up on your schedule. The Bonaventure Program Portfolio class is designed to help students complete their senior portfolio prior to graduation.
Decided to create this course to help them understand what the portfolio is, what we expect from it, and how to put it all together.
The portfolio has been a requirement to graduate in some majors. However, the university noticed students were not aware of how the process worked. Dr. Rowland realizes that most students were not aware the course existed.
Moving forward, we hope that there's more awareness of the course through advisors, through instructors, and through information through the university to make students aware that they need to register for the course, that they can prepare for it, arrange their schedules so that we don't end up having students notified at the last minute that they're going to be in the class.
As seniors realize the portfolio can help them land a job in their career field, the next step is to apply for graduation. The deadline to apply is Monday, March 2nd by 5 p.m., and the form can be found on the registrar page. Seniors who have not received an email about this course should expect one around the second 8 weeks of the semester.
The walls don't look the same in the gay gallery anymore.
That's because this year's first exhibit is hanging and the gallery has been renovated. We'll take you inside the new space next.
college shouldn't be as hard as understanding fine art. Use the resources here at Quincy University. We're here to help.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
Tri-State artists didn't let the icy weather conditions stop them from coming to see a new exhibition. Paintings of sunny skies and summer landscapes now hang in the Gray Gallery. The artwork took viewers on journeys far from the harsh winter weather outside. Recent works by members of the Great River Watercolor Society hang in the newly renovated Gray Gallery.
This is our 52nd year of exhibitions, and the idea is to use the gallery as a teaching tool for the students and to expose the community to a variety of styles and subject matters and ways of working with the media.
The artwork is available for purchase. The exhibition will run until February 4th.
A QU student has dreams of starting a clothing line. He's already creating his own shirts, hats, and shoes in his dorm room. Sophomore Braden Lowry is selling his creations. He began making a little extra cash last semester from his shop called Lowry's Locker Room. Lowry's transformation clothing into trendy pieces using upcycling tips from where he learned on YouTube.
Lowry's Locker Room is my way of using my creativity in the form of custom clothing, and I use it to make a little extra money.
Lowry has wanted to build a clothing line since he was a junior in high school. Lowry's Locker Room consists of custom crew necks, t-shirts, beanies, and shoes upon request. You can find Lowry's Locker Room on Instagram. He plans to also open an Etsy shop.
Many students at QU are involved with unique activities.
Junior Zach Reeder has had an opportunity of a lifetime. Take a look.
It was completely different from anything that I've experienced before. Getting to put on the jacket was a lot of fun.
This was how Reeder described his time training for the next Olympic hopeful.
At the whole United States, they selected 50 athletes, 25 male, 25 female, but like thousands of people apply, and I had a buddy of mine send me a link for next Olympic hopeful. He's like, hey, you should sign up for this. I'm like, why not? I'll give it a shot. And it was probably like in the last week of signing up for it. So surreal. I absolutely loved it. So actually getting to be at the Olympic Training Center, that's like the mecca of like athletes. Like it was amazing. I loved every second of it. I met some pretty cool Paralympians, some Olympians. I actually got the chance with a couple of buddies that I met at the next Olympic hopeful to go to the rifle range and talk to a guy who competed at Rio, and I didn't even know he was an Olympian. At the time, I thought it was just like, I don't know, one of the athletes there. I didn't actually know he was an Olympian. I was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm in the presence of an Olympian. Like, this is wild.
Reeder is hopeful he will be taking his next steps in the right direction.
Reeder received the next Olympic hopeful for rowing. Coming up, see how summer fires have affected one student at QU.
We'll tell you how QU families in Australia are dealing with the devastation.
My major here at Quincy is exercise science, human performance, and basically that is going to set me up to get certified in strength and conditioning and personal training. So ultimately what I want to do after college is put my personal training career off to the side and join the military. For this upcoming summer, I have the opportunity to join the platoon leaders course. And basically what this is for the Marine Corps, it is Officer Candidate School. It's a 10-week program in Quantico, Virginia. And if I get accepted, I leave on June 1st and I will train there for 10 weeks up until August 10th. My initial physical standards, and that consists of a 3-mile timed run, 2 minutes to perform as many pull-ups as I can, and 2 minutes to perform as many sit-ups as I can.
The fires in Australia have died down, but the devastation remains. One QU student knows all too well the stress of watching the fires from far away. Chloe Knott is from Australia and was worried about friends and family.
Fires aren't directly in the town, but they're in the outlying areas, and the severe ones that most people have heard about 5 hours south of me, but they get a lot of dust and smokes coming through and, blazing out the town.
Knott says it was hard to watch the news during the worst of the fires. Animal rescue groups are now trying to help wildlife across Australia. It's funny that we're just starting our spring semester.
Right, I feel like there's nothing spring-like about this weather so far.
Yeah, spring or winter, it's definitely cold out. So I will show you guys what we have in store for the forecast this week. We are definitely going to be seeing some snow for the next few days. We're going to be seeing temperatures from 30 to 40 degrees. And be careful getting from and to school. It's definitely going to be icy out roads and sidewalks. Today we're seeing a high of 35 degrees with a low of 25. The normal is 30 degrees and the low is 10. Today we are seeing 37 degrees is the temperature, and we're definitely going to be seeing some snow into the afternoon through the night, even into the next few days. And winds from the west at 10 miles an hour. Into the night, like I said, the temperatures are going to drop a few degrees, but we're still going to be seeing snow through the night and wind coming from the southwest. Temperatures are going to stay in the high 30s for the next few days, and the snow is going to continue through the night into tomorrow, as you can see. And just be careful with the ice and the roads and everything like that. And we're going to be seeing winds from the northwest at 15 miles an hour. Into the weekend, we're going to be seeing snow through Friday with temperatures in the mid-30s. And it should be sunny and clear, no precipitation on Friday or into Saturday. And here is the 7-week forecast for you. We're going to be seeing mid-30s through the rest of this week. And as we get into the beginning of next week, we're going to see temperatures rise a little bit into the 40s, which is going to be nice, hoping that it can melt some of that snow and ice off the road and will clear things up so you can get to class easier. This is a photo taken by me. As you can see, the Mississippi River's a little bit iced over, and you could tell that the conditions have not been great. And so, yeah, that's what we have in store for this week for weather.
All right, well, thanks, Zach. Hopefully that the ice won't be too bad, because I know it was really bad on the sidewalks this past weekend. Right. So hopefully that'll change. Yes. But thank you. You know the saying, never give up?
The QU men's basketball team took that to heart this week. You've got to see this buzzer beater after the break.
Soccer is a physically demanding sport that often results in a tie. Student life comes with its own demands, and often it feels like the losses outnumber the wins. Sometimes you just need someone to listen. It's comforting to know our Quincy team extends beyond the field.
to make it your cue for you to do what you love.
Joining us for the first time in 2020 is Sports Director Shane Halsey.
Shane, it was very busy for the Hawks. It seems like we had a game almost every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Pepsi Arena, boy, it was a happening place the past couple of weeks. We had men's and women's basketball wrapping up a long homestand. Men's volleyball got their season underway, and we even had some St. Louis Cardinals on campus. Now, I'll get to that a little later. Don't get too excited. I'll get to that a little later. As we start on the hardwood with the men's basketball team. Following consecutive victories over Maryville and Missouri S&T, Ryan Helenthal's 8-5 squad found itself locked in a tight battle with fellow 8-5 foe Lewis last Saturday. The largest lead either team had the entire game was 7 points, so naturally, it came down to the final play, with QU inbounding under the Lewis basket down 1 point with 0.4 seconds left. There was just enough time to get off one shot. What happened next? Well, let's take a look.
0.4 is enough for a catch and shoot, but you got to get it off quick. The lob, Kavakovic at the buzzer, he hits it, and they storm the court. Victor Kavakovic hits it at the buzzer, and the Hawks, for the time being, have won.
So the Hawks win their 9th game of the year by 1 on the buzzer beater by Kavakovic. Kavakovic had 9 points, and Austin Downing led the way with 16. In the women's game, Lainey Lance followed up her 25-point performance against Missouri S&T with 23 points against the Flyers. But it wasn't enough as the Hawks lost their 3rd straight game in a 70-54 defeat. The ladies bounced back on Saturday to beat Illinois Springfield 78-72. Alexa Lowe had herself a day, leading all players with 22 points and 11 rebounds, and she almost had a triple-double. She set a single-game school record with 8 blocks. In the second leg of the doubleheader, the men won another thrilling contest for the 2nd time in 3 days. This one took 5 extra minutes, but the Hawks prevailed in overtime, 94-88. Tanner Stuckman led the way with 24 points, and Downing had a double-double with 21 points and 10 boards. Then on Monday, the QU women and men played their 3rd game in 5 days as they took on the Bulldogs of Truman State. Lowe had another nice game, but the ladies fell in their matchup 64-57. The men were unsuccessful in their attempt at 5 straight wins as they lost to the Bulldogs 84-70. The women fall to 6-10 while the men fall to 10-6. The women finished the homestand 1-4, the men 4-1. Both teams play McKendree on Thursday and Southern Indiana on Saturday, both on the road. Also on Monday night, in conjunction with the basketball games, the Cardinals Caravan made a stop in Quincy. 4 current Cardinals and 2 alumni signed autographs and took pictures with fans at Pepsi Arena. Caravan number 5 included center fielder Harrison Bader and broadcaster Benji Molina, brother of current Cardinals catcher Yadier Molina. For Bader and Molina, the most fulfilling thing about the whole event is seeing those little faces light up.
The most important part of the fans and the kids involved in making everybody smile. So with regards to that, it's been incredibly successful. We've sold out every place we went, so again, the support's unparalleled, and I'm just happy to be here.
So I think the best part is to see the young kids smiling when they see you, that big old smile. They know that we work for the Cardinals, so to see their faces and how they react to us, I think it's my favorite part.
Quincy was the final of 4 stops for this group of Cardinals. Quincy is a regular stop on the Caravan, so be on the lookout to see when the Caravan will be coming back in 2021. After 2 straight losses to start their season, the QU men's volleyball team took the court at Pepsi Arena for 3 games over the weekend. On Friday, the Hawks dropped a close one against Missouri Baptist. MoBap won the first set, then the Hawks won the next 2. But the Spartans dominated the 4th set and won the 5th set 15-11. Amari Wheeler led the Hawks with 12 kills, and Matt Friddle recorded a double-double with 35 assists and 10 digs. The Hawks bounced back on Saturday to sweep Benedictine Mesa 28-26, 25-23, 25-20. Amari Wheeler had an impressive 17 kills as the Hawks hit at a .247 clip. Then on Sunday, the Hawks fell to Campbellsville 25-19, 20-25, 25-18, 25-15. The Hawks currently sit at 1-4 as they head to St. Charles, Missouri to take part in the Lindenwood Invitational this weekend. They'll play 1 game each on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The QU track and field teams ran for the 2nd straight week at the Eastern Illinois University John Kraft Invite on Saturday. The men's team finished 9th and the women's team finished 14th. The Hawks will hit the road again this weekend as they travel to Maryville, Missouri to compete in the Northwest Missouri State Open. So it was a busy week at home for QU Athletics. Now everybody's headed out on the road, so hopefully they can bring home some more good news for us to talk about next week.
Let's hope they can. Thank you, Shane.
Some exciting news for eSport fans on campus.
The newly formed gaming group is holding a LAN party next week. We'll tell you what this is and how you can play along up next.
To make it your cue for you to do what you love.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I lost my mother and brother at the age of 13, which is so hard for a 13-year-old. I never let their death be like a burden to me, but more so of a motivation, because anything that I do from now is for them. I brought my GPA back up to where it should be. Myself and other African Americans or blacks, we all feel that, oh, the criminal justice system is like rigged against us. And that's also kind of like what motivates me to go into forensic psychology. So I'm a fan of Law and Order, SVU, and with that, that's what kind of like persuaded me or guided me to go into that field.
This semester brings the launch of esports on campus. The Quincy University Game Group is hosting its launch event January 31st at 7 p.m. in the Student Union Lounge. QU student Gino DeLesso is excited for not only the opportunity to game, but also the chance to make new friends.
It's a very good opportunity to meet people that have similar interests as me, obviously. I mean, that's one of the primary ways for people to make friends. So obviously, people having the same interests as playing a game like Rocket League, it'll be cool to meet them and obviously possibly play with them outside of the club too.
Rocket League will be the main feature along with many other video and board games. Students with questions should contact graphic design professor Gary Meacher.
So speaking for myself, I'm not huge on video games, but board games, all for it.
Absolutely, I agree. I'm not a big gamer myself.
I mean, I like to play video games. I'm not huge into it, but I will say I tried that Rocket League game last year a couple times. That game is so fun. You're literally playing soccer with race cars. I mean, come on.
Well, thank you for watching QUTV this week. Until next week, we will be telling your story online at qmedia.net.